So I got Lucas helping me, and it's a lot easier to cut and rip up versus peeling all that stick-on tile down and try to find where the screws are. And this all stems because I didn't put a barrier between the concrete and the boards. Live and learn, but you know what? It lasted for since 2010, so it lasted for almost 14 years, probably over 14 years. Probably, I take that back, it lasted since 2009, because I had to have the house prepared for a loan, so it lasted 15 years. But the goal tonight is going to rip up that stuff, and then this weekend we're going to frame it up and put new wood down. I think he's doing a great job. He's got maybe 1/3 of it up already, for the most part. And but we're getting there. Well, he's getting there. I told him I was paying him for this, but in reality, I think he ought to be paying me for the knowledge that I'm giving him. What do y'all think? So we're getting there. I don't have any nails, and we're using screws. So we're going to the hardware store, so I get some nails and some Thompson's water seal, because I want to put Thompson's water seal on all these boards and the OSB boards that I'm putting down. And I'm going to have to buy some boards to redo these stairs. It's just the way it is. So we got the cross members 16 inches apart, and then I put what would be known as fire escape boards, and I treated them with Thompson's water seal. You don't have to inside, but I did anyway. So now we're putting the first OSB board down, screwing it down. Not on the very end, Lucas. You'll tear up the very end. And there you go. Lucas is camera shy. He does a better job when the camera's not pointing at him. One, two, and a partial. You're not going to be walking in that area that much, so, and I got water treatment on it, so, we only have to do from this refrigerator back. So we're about 1/3 or 2/3 of the way, maybe 1/3 to go. So you got the rest of the floor that we wanted to take off out and swept last night. Now we gotta do is frame it up and put everything down. We're getting there, but it's time to take a break because Lucas needs to go to church. And so doesn't Mark. It's been 15 years since I put this 2/3 of the floor in. And we started down there replacing it where I should have started here. I had to go out and buy some more boards and lay a 2x4 flat. And with the 2x4 flat and with the OSB board on top of that, it makes it even. But I buy extra OSB boards because I'm gonna, after I get this layer of OSB boards on, after I put on my 2x4 flats, I'm going to put a layer of OSB board on, and then I'm going to put another layer of OSB board on top of this entire floor to double the strength. I went cheap, and the OSB boards, they're supposed to be 5/8 or more like a ½ inch. They're like $15 and something a piece. Typical plywood, it still is not thick enough because there's an 1 3/4 gap between my frame and the top of the floor, and that's why I have to shim it all up. And I'm not I don't do this for a living. Even though I redid my entire house, I'm kind of a fly-by-night carpenter, and so I buy material that I think will work, and a lot of times I'm wrong. Yeah, I'm wrong, and I'll admit it. But anyway, the 2x4s and the 1x4 on top and the OSB board on top of that matches my existing floor. But now for the kicker, from where this 2x4 is laying flat to the right, you can't put a 2x4 there along with OSB board because it brings it up too high. So I have to shim all this individually, and I've got some 3/4 inch tongue and groove plywood. I believe it's 3/4 inch, but either way, I'm going to use this to shim up that section in order to complete the floor. It's a pain in the butt. I should have talked to my son-in-law who builds houses for a living and let him do all this, but he's a busy person. So, and I got my steps out. I bought 2x10 foot boards to replace these steps. I don't know if I'm going to replace the steps or whether I'm just going to screw the existing step back on after I get all this floor done. So for somebody who's 27 years old again, that's a pretty good step for me to reach to get out of my house. Where it comes off my kitchen into my master bedroom, there's a 6-inch drop. All this underneath, originally concrete, and then when I moved into the house, I put linoleum down, and I didn't care for the linoleum, so I put laminated flooring in. But as you can see, you get what you pay for, is all I got to say. And this is going into my master bath. It was all concrete floor, and I framed all that in. Originally, my bathtub went that way, and I took it out, and my toilet was over here. But this bathtub shower was given to me, and I put that here, the original bathtub. This bathtub wouldn't fit where that section is, so I had to put it here. It works. The bedroom is 17 feet long and 13 feet this way. And my bedroom lines up with the wall on this section of the kitchen. So my kitchen is 25 feet long 13 feet, no, sorry, 10 feet wide, and this section here is only 5 feet wide. So you're looking at where my refrigerator to my stove is 8 feet, plus the cabinets. Originally, I got pictures. Originally, the sink was right here, and I didn't like the sink there. So I moved it to where it is today. After I got the 2 layers of OSB boards, I'm going to get some more laminated flooring, and I'm going to put that down. And this is part 1 of the video, because I want to see how fast my internet, which is fiber optic cable now, how fast it uploads the video. And part 2 will be it'll be a short video after I got this all down. Hopefully it'll be a short video, but you know how I am. I don't know how to make short videos.